What's up, ladies and gentlemen? I'm Laughing Coyote, and today I have something a bit different for you guys. So, here we go. Yeah, so I'm going to be starting a basement cup or tournament with me familia very soon, and so this video is basically going to explain how the format's going to be and all the rules and all that good stuff. There's a lot of rules to go through, so let's just get straight to it. Alright, so we're gonna start with the ways you can get out. So the ways you can get out is by catches or getting cleaned up. So catches will deduct 2 runs. If ball bounces off the wall or hits the ceiling, it's still considered a legal catch. And so the only time basically a catch is not a catch is when the ball hits the ground. Then it's obviously not a catch. So that's the slip cordon, the blue shaded area. It's starts from the off stump and goes all the way to the end of the wall. So here's the rule for the slip cordon. It's pretty much the same as a regular catch. So if the ball goes there while you nick it, it'll be a -2. Another way you can get out is if you get cleaned up, clean bowled. That's when the bowler bowls the ball and the ball hits the wickets. Then you will lose 4 runs, so it'll be a -4 to the batsman if the ball hits the stumps, the wickets. So those are the 2 ways you can get out. Well, there's no actual way of getting out, you just lose runs. You don't get out, just lose runs. Alright, now as you can see, the arrow pointing over to the blue shaded area. Now that's the offside boundary. How does that work? Well, let me tell you. So, if the offside boundary is hit, you can either get a +2 or a +4. +2 will be given if the ball comes off of the ground when the batsman plays it in that area. A +4 will be given if it's like a 6, if the batsman hits it straight into the wall without hitting the ground. So now we've got the leg side boundary. Now as you can see, there's this wooden frame, and the area shaded is past that wooden frame towards the bowler. So that's the area that is considered the boundary, and it's the same as the offside boundary. If you hit it, aerial route, it's a 4. If it's hit after the ball has landed, then it's just a +2. The only boundary that is a real boundary, meaning you can get 4 and 6 from, is the straight on boundary, which is behind the bowler. If you hit it grounded, well, it's 4, and if you hit it in the air, it's 6, right? Just regular boundary. And no catches can be taken off that wall. So just like I said, if the ball comes off of the walls, these offside and leg side boundaries, you'll get a -2. So if you hit the ball in the air, it hits the offside or leg side boundary, that's a +4, but if someone catches it, then that's a -2, so that means you get +2 instead of a +4. With this boundary, the straight on boundary, once the ball hits the boundary, that's it. The batsman gets either a +4 or +6. No catches or anything like that can be done after that. After that, the ball is considered dead. The +1 rule. So batsmen will be awarded +1s if it's a wide or a no ball. By the way, the only no balls we're counting are beamers, so that's if it's above waist height. And it'll be a no ball, just a regular one. You'll get a +1, you have to ball the delivery again, and it'll be a free hit. Wides are just regular wides. So that wooden frame thing, as you can see, the blue shaded area, if the ball hits that wall, which is past the wooden frame in the area where the batsman is standing, since we don't really have any fielders there, we are not counting that as a regular boundary. Instead, it'll just be a +1, whether it comes off the ground or it hits it in the air. It'll be a +1, nothing more, regardless of how the ball hit. Now then, every man for himself, with the bat and ball only, of course. So everyone is playing or batting for themselves and bowling for themselves, but when it comes to fielding, each and every person will be fielding. What I mean by that is, at one point, there will be 2 people competing against each other. So let's say I'm playing against my brother, so it'll be me and my brother who will only be bowling and batting, but everyone else will still help us field. So if it's my batting, I'm responsible for how many runs I score, and if I'm bowling, then I alone am responsible for bowling, getting wickets and all that good stuff. So only 2 people are competing at what point, and the rest are just helping with the field. They're not allowed to help with anything other than fielding. That's it. And here are the contestants. Hal, that's my oldest cousin. is one of them. Nomi is my oldest brother, so he's the other person competing. Here's Mama. Mama means uncle in our language. He's my youngest uncle. And there's the older uncle, Muju. We also call him Candy, so you might hear, both those names. It's pretty basically the same person. And then last, but definitely not the least, that's me, Coyote. So 5 contestants overall. And so yeah, each person is going to play the other once. And at the end, whoever has the most amount of points, the 2 players, top 2 will play one more game. And that'll be the final. Whoever wins that will win the cup. And if there are 2 teams who have equal amount of points, then we'll do a little calculation, net run rate and all that good stuff. And whoever has the highest net run rate goes through to the final. And, it's just going to be a final match and all that good stuff. So it's a 2-over game total, by the way. And so, yeah, you have 12 deliveries. Unless they bowl no balls and whites, then you have more than that. And you just score as many runs as possible, and then the other person will bat for 2 overs, and whoever has the most amount of runs, well, that person wins the game. And by the way, everyone has to play minimum 12 deliveries. So like, let's say I score 6 runs, and Nomi I'm playing against, and he scores 8 runs in the first over. The game is not over. I have to bowl the second over as well, because there's the -4 and -2 rule. That means in the second over I can get him out once, and then he's at 4, and now I'm winning all of a sudden. So every single person will have to play all 2 overs, regardless of whether they have more runs or less than the other. So those are the rules. Matches will start very soon, and yeah, hope you're excited. If you are, do drop a like, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell, and do let me know, who do you think will make it to the final? Which 2 of these 5 will make it to the final, not which one. Let me know in the comments down below. And I'm looking to come up with other ideas for tournaments like this with my family as well. You guys do enjoy it quite a lot when I do the real life cricket stuff, so I want to do more of that. And so basically what I'm trying to say is, if you guys can help me come up with the format, a new format, like the one I'm doing in this video, just let me know in the comments down below. I'll take it into consideration. I already have like 2 other ideas in mind. The thing is, we're 5 people, so I'm not entirely sure how to make teams. Like, I want to do teams. Here we're doing just doing individuals, right? So it's each person for themselves. I do want to do an actual team, because we get really competitive when it's teams, right? When we're individuals, we're still very competitive, but it's not the same, right? When it's a team, it's just a whole other feeling. So I do want to do something with the teams. I'm thinking maybe one person can play in both the teams or something like that. I don't know. If you guys can help me out with that as well, I'll very much appreciate it. But yeah, thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Until then, have a nice